What's going on, guys? My name's AJ. I make Air Force related videos and military related content. I'm currently in the DEP program, so just full disclosure, I'm not a recruiter. I'm not in yet. I'm just giving out. I'm just posting videos on my experience with the Air Force so far. I noticed that I made 2 MEPS videos, an experience video and what to pack for MEPS, but I never really did like a tips and tricks and do's and don'ts video. So I'm just gonna get right into it because I don't have a lot of time. I've been super busy lately, so that's why I haven't been posting a lot of videos. That and I've been running out of ideas a little bit, but I got a couple coming soon because I have my 30-day meeting soon with my recruiter, so I'm gonna be making a video on that. Probably the day after I do that meeting. So yeah, let's get right into it. So before you go to MEPS, make sure, and when you're talking to your recruiter, make sure you're honest with them as far as your medical history, your criminal record, anything like parking tickets and all that stuff. Just be honest with your recruiter because they're gonna ask you the same questions with when you go to MEPS, especially with marijuana usage. Be honest with that too. Because if you smoked a doobie twice in the past, make sure you let your recruiter know about that because they're going to ask you, and it's just going to be a lot easier for you in the long run if you just are just straight up honest with them. So that leads me to my point is just no new information. If you told your recruiter, I had an inhaler when I was 6, and you're probably not going to go to the military. I don't know how that works out. I never had asthma. But if you tell your recruiter one thing and you tell them MEPS doctor a different thing, it's going to look bad. So just as long as you're honest and there's no new information, you have nothing to worry about. I had nothing wrong with me medically. None whatsoever. And MEPS went completely smoothly with me. Other people, totally different. Just be honest with your recruiter. Tell them everything that they need to know that they ask you, because they're gonna ask the same exact questions at MEPS. Another thing, this should be quite obvious. No weapons like tobacco products, alcohol, vapes, drugs. Don't bring any of that. If you're someone that carries a pocket knife around you every single day, don't bring it to MEPS. You're going into a federal building, a government building, whatever you want to call it. Don't bring that stuff. Leave it at home. You're only going to be there for a day. You're not going to need it. You're not going to be skinning a fish or deer, whatever you skin with your knife. You're not going to need that stuff. You're not going to need a gun. You're not going to need any of that. So don't bring it. You'd be amazed about how many people actually bring that stuff. One guy brought a pocket knife, but he threw it out when they asked him to, and he went through and everything. So just don't bring that stuff. So, next point, for this video is wear something presentable. I wore a regular polo shirt, khaki pants, and just regular shoes. You're not going to need to wear sweatpants. You're not going to need to wear a fancy suit, none of that. Just wear something simple and presentable because you're going in there kind of like a job interview, but for your medical processing. Just wear something that's, your recruiter is like, it makes your recruiter look good and it also makes you look good, Don't wear high priced stuff. Don't wear any sweatpants, don't wear pajama pants, none of that stuff. Just wear for guys, just wear a simple polo t-shirt, khaki pants, regular shoes, and you're good. Girls, just wear a regular t-shirt, regular jeans, khaki pants, and then shoes, you're good too. You don't need to be wearing a dress, you don't need to be wearing anything extravagant. You're just there to get medically processed. So, yeah, I saw a couple of people wearing sweatpants, and I'm like, how are you not nervous right now? Just wear something simple, wear something presentable. You'll be fine. Also, no graphic T-shirts or anything that defames the military or anything. Make sure if you're wearing a band T-shirt, don't wear that. If you're wearing a shirt from your favorite TV show, don't wear that. Funny side story, we were watching The Office at my MEPS. So we were kind of done with our processing. We were just waiting for our rides to get there, and we just watched The Office the whole time. So I don't know why I got to that side point, but it was a funny story. We were all just kind of chilling watching The Office. I like that. Again, like I said, just be honest through everything. You see a bunch of videos and a bunch of people saying lie to your MEPS doctors. Don't lie, because if you lied that you didn't have asthma but you did, that's a liability. Don't do that, man. Just be honest with your recruiter. That way you don't have to lie to the MEPS doctors, because I feel like people forget that lying on your enlistment forms is illegal, so don't do that. Another thing, the day before MEPS, get plenty of sleep, because you are not allowed to sleep at the MEPS. You need to be like ready for anything at MEPS, so just get plenty of sleep. Just study for your ASVAB too, because if you're going and you're taking the ASVAB, or if you're taking the PICAT, just study for that the night before. I studied the night before. I'll put a link in the description of Grammar Hero's like 15-hour long video where he goes over every single category on the ASVAB. Such a great video. It helped me a lot. Helped me out. Scored pretty high. So yeah, but also get a lot of sleep, because you're gonna be anxious. You're gonna be nervous. It's gonna be probably your first time in a hotel. For me, on my own, first time in a hotel. So I woke up pretty early. You're gonna be waking up pretty early trying to get to MEPS. So I think briefing for me was like at 5 o'clock. So just get plenty of sleep. Get as much rest as you can, because you're gonna need it. You can't sleep at the MEPS. Weird thing that I don't see a lot of people. When I was looking into MEPS, I didn't see a lot of videos on this, like where they covered it. Just as soon as you wake up, if you gotta use the bathroom, use the bathroom. Don't be holding it in until you're like piss test. When you're at MEPS, go when you need to go in the morning. Something medical with your urine just makes it different. I don't know what it is, but if you got to go in the morning, go, because you're going to need to go again, I'm sure, after breakfast and when you get to MEPS anyway. So, and they do the piss test. At least for me, it was the first thing I did. So, then it was like my blood tests and all that. So, yeah. If you're like close to the weight requirement, don't eat a lot. For me, it was just chicken, roll, vegetables, and that was really it for dinner. And then for breakfast, it was like a sausage, an egg, and potato bowl thing. Pretty good. But if you are having like a buffet style, if you're like ordering pizza and stuff like that the night before, don't overeat. Don't do that. I was cutting close to weight, so I made sure I didn't eat a lot. And I'm glad I did, because now I swore in and I just wait to ship out. So yeah. Kind of like the catch-22 of after that point. Make sure you still eat though. Don't starve yourself, because for me, on my MEPS day, I woke up at 5, ate breakfast at like 5:30. The next time I ate was around like 3 o'clock. Mainly because, and my liaison made me go get food. They will provide lunch. It's just like a box nasty, which is just basically, a lot of people just call it a box nasty or a bag nasty. It's just a regular cold cut sandwich and chips and a cookie. That was really all we had. I liked it. I'm not a picky eater, so I liked it. It was pretty good. And my liaison made me go get food before I can talk to him about my contract. I was just really anxious. I wanted to get it going, so I wanted to swear in really quickly. So yeah. Another thing, be ready for a lot of rushing and waiting. You're going to be sitting, waiting for the doctor, just chilling. I don't know if you want to call it chilling, but you're just going to be on a go, and then just sitting in your chair for like 30, 45 minutes, waiting for the doctor to see you. It's not bad. You're going to be waiting with other people, so get to know other people before, like, while you're there. So see why they're joining, what branch they're joining, like, what job they're helping for. That's what I did. I met a lot of cool people. I wish them luck if you're watching this. If you went to MEPS with me, say hi. But yeah, so just be ready for a lot of the waiting and the rushing, because apparently that's quite common in the military. Another thing, be ready for the uncomfortable feeling with doctors. Yeah, so a lot of people didn't know that a doctor is going to be in the same room as you, watching you take a piss test. A lot of people didn't know that, at least for guys, the doctor's going to be checking down under. I'm trying not to get censored by YouTube already. So just be ready for the uncomfortable feeling with the doctors. It's pretty quick. It's over and done. That's it for MEPS. Like, they will like literally just be like, okay, yeah, that's your piss. Okay, yep, that is your Australia part of your body. You're good. Just wait for the next doctor. It goes by pretty quickly. I thought it was gonna take forever, but it's pretty quick. Yeah. Another thing is, do as you're told. You're gonna be filling out some paperwork. Wait for them to tell you to fill it out. Don't be rushing and just filling everything out, because you don't want to mess anything up. Just if they tell you, hey, put the date in military date. I believe it's like the year, month, and day, all in one format. If they say, hey, put the date here, you put the date there. Don't just fill it out. Just wait for further instructions, because you don't want to mess up anything on your paperwork. What else? Don't be nervous. This is a big thing. I tell people before to go to MEPS. Don't be nervous. If you have no medical issues, if you have no criminal record, if you have no history, good, like bad history, if you want to call it that, you got nothing to worry about. If you lie to your recruiter saying, hey, I don't have asthma, but you had an inhaler when you were 16, disclose that with your recruiter before you go to MEPS. If you withheld information from your recruiter, and you're going to MEPS, make sure you let them know, because that's going to be a slippery slope down the road. Yeah, so just don't be nervous about MEPS. It's not that bad. It really isn't. I kind of liked it, if you want. I was indifferent, but I was more on the side of liking it, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I knew I had nothing wrong with me. I knew I was clear. I knew I was going to make it. I was a little bit nervous, but it was because it was my first time there. So now I'm looking forward to going to MEPS a second time, just so I can swear in again and ship out. So, yeah. Also, thank you guys for, I think it's like 14 subscribers now. I'm kind of racking up those numbers. My views are getting pretty high. In my book, they're getting pretty high. If you guys like this video, go make sure you hit the share button, send it to your friends if they're going to MEPS. Make sure you comment what videos I should, make. And if you are new, make sure you guys subscribe, hit the bell button. That way you guys get notified of what videos I will be making. I'm going to try to start doing live streams on my Instagram. That way you guys can ask me questions, hang out, ask anything about the job or what my experience is like. So, yeah, that is my MEPS tips and tricks, or do's and don'ts video, whatever you want to call it. Kind of laid back, kind of chill. I just want to post a video because I haven't seen you guys in forever. I miss y'all. Did y'all miss me? But that's it, guys. So, wish you luck for MEPS. Don't worry about it. It's not that bad. But yeah, guys, this is AJ, and take it easy. And if you're in the Air Force, aim high.